Benn and Benn.
I'm bummed out that I can't make a pretty video anymore that glorifies this unique pedal, but we have a problem with the sound, so I guess we gotta get down and dirty. So here is a E major from my Ibanez Art Core, and here's an E major with the dry turned all the way up, the drive turned all the way down, the pedal on. I turn on manual, so there's absolutely nothing happening. It's almost as if the pedal shaves away the lower tones of the higher tones. And I'm kind of interested if anybody else who owns this or has played with this have noticed this, because that kind of makes it not as desirable in general, but it also makes it not usable with synths, really, because that's where you're going to shave off the most harmonic content. So let's just go over the features and make the best of this. So this is blur mode. So here's how this works. Turn it on. I'm just going to play a high E, and we could basically latch different, we're basically sampling and latching. So this is how this works. That's A, and now I'm going to latch B. So we have two different latches, and then you could just jam with that. So you can put it in mono mode, where I believe we will. So it's almost kind of like a sampling, sort of like a reverb. I also have this on infinite. Now we're going to move into poly mode, which apparently samples A and B live. So let's try that. Move back to infinite. Sort of a bummer if you switch back to manual, so you could just play whatever you want. The pedal resets. It seems to reset all the time. Like if you switch modes, so here I'm just going to play mono. So if I switch the blur mode, we've reset everything. Even on some of these. Yeah, see, it resets even when I change the envelope shape. That I'm not too happy about. And drive, I guess we just gotta say it. Drive is awful. Try on manual so we don't have anything. I just do not like this distortion at all. It sounds really really digital and just not that warm, and doesn't sound like good distortion. Okay, blur number 2. So it's blur +1. This is an octave up. So let's just do what we were already doing. Octave down. This is octave up and down. I think I just like manual mode a lot more. I guess that's up to you. I like improvising a lot, and so I like just being able to latch those things on and then improvise over it, but maybe you don't like doing that, so let's move on. This is synth A. I'm just going to put it in mono mode. Dimension in the middle, infinite. Let's just go with what appears to be a saw. Okay, so one thing to note that is actually pretty cool about this is the dimension and the drive. You can actually record the knobs by holding down the on-off switch. So let's try that. I like glitch. Glitch is actually kind of an interesting mode. This is going to be, if you don't like this so far, this might redeem the pedal for you. So dimension is basically the size of the glitch. Let me demonstrate. So the lower the dimension, the lower the size of the sample. Alright, let's make something actually sound neat with glitch. Alright, let's try glitch B. Wait. Seems like with glitch B, it negates glitch A. Am I doing this wrong? Alright, so we could also turn down the LFO depths by holding down A. That's the LFO frequency, LFO shape, and LFO depth. Poly mode didn't mute at that time. Let's go to Swell. We all know what Swell sounds like. Let's go to the second swell mode. It didn't mute the signal this time. That's interesting. Oh, gross. Don't do that. Seems like the second swell kind of forces you into the distortion. I don't know, man. For some transparency in this review, I do not have any relationship with Hologram. They didn't send this to me. I actually rented it. And I'm hoping that maybe I rented one that has been abused in some way and it just doesn't sound as good as it could. This is a really unique pedal. It is unpredictable in a lot of ways. I don't think I would use it in a live performance because of that. If it sounded better, it would be a lot of fun to play with. I own a Super Ego, which does the blur stuff a whole lot better. And neither one is stereo, which I have a massive problem with because that kind of limits me to only using mono outputs. But as somebody who uses and makes synthesizers and samplers, the synth and swell and that kind of stuff is just not that impressive to me, and I do have a bit of fun playing with the glitch stuff. I probably read the manual from the first to last word 2 different times just to make sure I wasn't missing something, because I was really, really excited to play with this pedal and really underwhelmed when first plugging it in. I've exhaustively watched almost every single video on YouTube featuring this pedal because I want to believe that I am doing something wrong, not the pedal. I want to like it, and I want to say, oh, duh, I could have just flipped the not garbage switch on the side and then it would have all sounded great again, but I can't find that. And if anybody knows if there is something I'm doing wrong, please let me know, because again, I feel like this pedal has the potential to be very useful, but I just don't like it. If you've watched my other videos, then you've probably already heard me say that I do not like giving bad reviews. I would much rather recommend a product that you will enjoy than do a feature on one that you won't. Pretty simple. That being said, I am 100% willing to admit that I'm predictably anal retentive when it comes to both synthesis and audio quality. And in good faith, I do believe that some people will watch this video and they will say, I don't care what this guy's bitching and moaning about, I actually think this pedal's great. Apart from the clip you're watching now, I finished the rest of this review last week, and I wanted to be as objective as possible. I reached out to Hologram and I didn't hear back, although it has been a weekend and maybe they just don't read their messages on weekends. But I also started a post on Reddit and asked other users if they had the same problem. I got some people saying no, I got some people saying, yes, the video's fair. And then finally, with still no definitive answer on if I had a defective one or not, I found a shop nearby that had one behind the glass and they let me play with it. It has the exact same issues. It is my opinion that for $425 you should have a crystal clear sample rate and digital audio converter. And when you turn that dry knob all the way to 100%, it should be true bypass. You may completely disagree with me, and that is totally fine, and I am happy that this pedal is something that you can enjoy. Shut up! I don't want to make this seem like a BS scammy product that shouldn't be on the market. It's not. This is a very cool and boutique idea, and it will appeal to some people. And I want to sort of give props to Hologram for making really unique pedals. And I hope they continue to make really unique pedals, and I hope that the next one is one that I absolutely fall in love with. And I think that the chances of that happening as they learn from experience are high. And Hologram, yo, if you could see me here, it's possible that your website contact form doesn't work, and if you see something that I'm doing wrong with this pedal, and if I could have done something better to review it, let me know. And you, my viewer, if you like anything you saw here and you learn anything from this video, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments if there's anything that you want me to cover in the future. Bye-bye.